2023 Henry. It is so small. Henry is like the Toyota version in vacuum. It is reliable, it is powerful, it has the smiley face that everyone recognizes, and they have produced 10 million of them, and most of them are still in use. On the surface, it looks like nothing has changed, but there are two hidden features which I think is leading the competition, and more on that later. And with that two features which also future-proof this Henry for the years to come. Let's get into it. I'm used to pneumatic bigger vacuum like PPR 170 HEPA, which I use it at home. I'll link it up here or down below if you missed that video. So the moment I unbox this Henry, it just feels so small. I thought the PPR 170 HEPA was small to begin with. So here are the technical specs for this Henry. We know that numbers doesn't equal to performance. So I will show you and go through the numbers with you, what those numbers means for you. The drum size is 6 liter, which is also responsible for the smaller footprint of this Henry. And this vacuum using the HEPA flow bag, which is widely available. The weight of this Henry is 7.5 kilo all in, which is relatively light for a vacuum standard. At a quick glance, there's one flaw, which is the onboard storage. It has only 2 slots, which means I have to leave 1 tool behind me. I understand because it's due to the smaller footprint, it has limited space to have additional slot, but just take note of that. The design remains largely unchanged. It still has the smiling face that we all recognize. You still have the power indicator, staggered wheels, cable rewind function. They are still using black cable on this Henry. Hope they will change to a yellow cable soon. The length of the cable is 10 meter, which has a cleaning range of 26.1 meter, which means if the plug point is here, we can go to the left for 13.05 meter and 13.05 meter on the right, so which come out with 26.1 meter, which is more than enough for most of the home user. This Henry also comes with Air Zero kit, means we have the standard crevice dusting upholstery tool with stainless steel tubes and the 280mm combi floor nozzle. What is new here is the combi floor tool, which I'm unable to dismantle now, or maybe I haven't found out a way to dismantle it. So it will be harder to remove any dirt that's stuck inside in the event something stuck inside the floor too. Despite the limitation, it's actually concealed better. It's designed to produce terrific suction and super silent. Yes, floor nozzle also can make the whole operation significantly quieter. And what do I mean by that? Here is the comparison between a cheap floor nozzle we got online and here is the new combi floor nozzle. Now you know the difference? Using the Henry is fun because of the size. It just removes so much friction compared to bigger vacuum cleaners and very easy to store after use. The cable rewind function, which is worth the extra money, just giving me no excuse to say no to get started. All those dusting or upholstery tool just works like the professional pneumatic vacuum, no compromise in terms of performance. And the 10 meter cable length, more than enough to cover my entire office, although I used to the 12.5 meter cable length, and I don't think once I need more cable length than that. So there are two hidden features that make this Henry perform like never before. The first one is the motor, 620 watt self-cooling, low wattage motor. It is super silent while operating, and manufacturers run this vacuum with this motor for 1600 hours non-stop before the power cut. 1600 hours probably is the industry leading. So I don't experience any overheat or power cut. The only power cut issue I experience is myself. Not enough stamina to cope up with the motor. The second hidden feature is the hose. Now, due to the 620 watts motor, Pneumatic redesigned how the air flow from the floor nozzle to the vacuum outlet in order to achieve an optimum suction power that is surplus most of the 2000 watts vacuum cleaner out there in the market. If you pay a close attention, you can see the hose is wider near the canister drum and narrower towards the end where we attach the stainless steel tubes. It still has that too much suction problem like the professional line, but it can be solved by toggle the volume control. Compared to other vacuum out there, Malaysia especially, this Henry doesn't have cool design or fancy digital gauge like an iPhone. Well, not everything has to look like an iPhone. I think there's a reason why certain things designed in certain ways because of efficiency or practicality. If you are looking for a vacuum cleaner that looks cool that you can post on IG or TikTok, this Henry is not for you. It doesn't have the Apple or Coca-Cola factor, you know what I mean? However, if you are looking for a vacuum cleaner that packed with full performance from their commercial lineup that is future-proof, highly repairable with spare parts, this Henry is the one you should have, whether that's for home or small office. Despite a smaller footprint, you are getting a full performance and no discount in terms of performance compared to their commercial lineup, and a vacuum cleaner that is very capable. Here, small is capable. It is capable because it can handle carpets, hard floor, cars, stairs, or any DIY you can think of. For me, I also use that to vacuum the backless stick vac components. Using pneumatic produced vacuum cleaner for industrial setup, which is way complicated than this. And for them to produce this Henry is like a walk off the park for them. And they nailed it. Comment below if you have any question and subscribe. There will be more review videos like this coming, like Henry Wash, Henry Pad, and Henry Allergy. That's been it. See you in the next one.